Right. So, very good morning, all of you, online, offline. Hmm? Already kept the link? Sharing the link. Yeah, one by one they're getting joined. Right. So, any doubts, clarifications before we getting in from your point of view? How is your preparation? Anybody for AP? Preparing seriously? Now that right? Whatever it be. Every possibility is that exam will be conducted on time, like last time Group 1, right? Let us hope the best. Whatever be the political angles, our intention is to only one thing, that is getting the job. That's it. No other issue should dominate. So complete focus should be on your syllabi and your patterns. And last time AP also focused more on like civils, current affairs patterns, related questions, and all the subject as well. So keep in mind your work should be okay. So back to this current affairs of this week. The Prime Minister Modi and the Bangladesh Prime Minister inaugurated, of course, virtually, the rail link. Okay. So the peculiar feature of India is that India and the Northeast, right? When you say this is an India, right? And this is the northeast of our India, entire part is concerned. So, of course, and the above you have Siliguri corridor, then you have the Bangladesh here, and once upon a time, because now we have the Calcutta, is we call this as a West Bengal, and this is nothing but once upon a time the East Bengal. The entire Bengal is the provision. When the Bengal was divided during the British regime, right? 19 Bengal division, partition of Bengal, 1905, right? 1905, the Bengal division. Who was the Governor General then? Okay, like this. Okay, when that happen, you have to recollect those things, and questions are coming on this. Lord Curzon, right? Lord Curzon only, right? Of the Governor General. Then, of course, after independence, when India Pakistan get divided on religious grounds, so this East Bengal become the East Pakistan. And 1971, finally, the East Pakistan get liberated with the name of Bangladesh. And India played a very crucial role. So because of that, comparatively, we have very good relations politically. And culturally, people to people contact are existing from long back. So historical infinity is there. It's very difficult for you to identify who is an Indian Bengali, especially in the border areas, Bangladeshi part is concerned. So, but still, is a sovereign country, and somehow we are able to sort out the India Bangladesh border problem. So we have the land border agreement happened after the BJP came to power, though it is pending from long time. Now we don't have any border problem with Bangladesh. And the friendly government is in power. Okay? Because the two political parties are in Bangladesh. Bangladesh National Party and Awami League. Now that Awami League is comparatively friendly with, whereas Bangladesh National Party is more inclination towards China. Okay, again the regional competition, like now recently in Maldives. Okay, not so friendly government came to power in Maldives. So similar thing will happen. But whatever it be, the relationships, though here and there vis-a-vis with China is concerned, if you keep that aside China angle, otherwise relationship is going on. And for us, strategically is very important, because from this, if you are able to make a route like this, no rail route, which again we find it, we can reach India, the northeast, in the shortest route. So, with that intention, from the beginning, governments are making an effort. So, we have already road links, the rail links, even air link, we have it up with this concern. So, apart from this, as the Chittagong, right, railways as well as the Gatala, the ports also, connectivity is also crucial for us. So, to connect India to India, otherwise we call, right, Bangladesh becomes strategically crucial. It will reduce the distance, main thing. So the movement distance get reduced, because you have to go from the top, even from here to here instead of this here. You can save a lot of time in this matter. So keeping in this mind, now this recently, Agartala, Akhaura. Agartala is in either here, right? When you say this Tripura, the capital of Tripura is Agartala, Akuhara. So from this, okay, it is coming in the way. Of course, Calcutta, this is the part. Now you are linking. With this link, you are able to establish the existing and the Chittagong port easy access. You will have it up. And with the total cost of 1,255.1 crores project, completely funded by the Indian government, is taken. So it is as the stretch is very limited, 12.24 kilometers only, isn't it? And out of this, nearly 50%, 5.46 km, is in Tripura. Okay, that is in India in a way. And more in Bangladesh. So 6.78 kilometers in Akhara. Akhara is a sub-district of Brahmabharia. That is what he called. Okay, Brahmabharia is the overall district name, is of Bangladesh. And of course, as the country you are moving up, is but natural that immigration checks will be happening. So, what the present they done is, for the existing rail line, they linked thing is concerned. So, already from Calcutta to Dhaka to Chittagong, we have it up. Now, that is going to be another link in this process. So, the project actually they initiated in 2013 itself with a budget 900 plus. Now it become 2000 plus. Whenever, right, the time the gestation period increases, it's but natural. The entire project is funded by India only. And of course, we have the separate Ministry of Development of Northeast region that is taking care of this issue. Okay. Then, in addition to this, another project also inaugurated by the both the leaders is Kulna Mongla Port Rail Line project also. Kulna Mongla Port, okay, rail line project with a total of 388 $8.92 million in terms it is concerned. And this is approximately 65 kilometers of broad gauge rail route. So already we have with Chittagong one. Then now is the second rail link we are making the project. So the port link, once you are able to establish, yes, definitely it is going to helpful for us. So the second project inaugurated recently. And the third one is the thermal power plant. This is the Maitri super thermal power plant of with 1320 megawatts of power plant. Okay, and situated in Rampal, Kulna division of Bangladesh. And already the India led by NTPC, right? India's NTPC is taking care of it. It's the Bangladesh Power Development Board signing it. Comes under Bangla India Friendship Power Company Private Limited. Overall, they both of them together initiated this project. Under this project, it's going on. So last session also, okay, because this power related projects and rail related, road related, this continues in a way so that people to people movement will be good enough in this. So now the Modi inaugurated this overall three projects, right? Rail project, that is of Agartala, Akura rail project. Then second one is Kulna, Mongla port. Then of course Maitri super thermal power plants. So that's how the relationships is going in a smooth direction. And at the same time, Bangladesh also reciprocated because 1971, as we are in, so they are planning to hold this memorial, building this memorial to honor Indian soldiers of 1971 war, because it is they who helped them to liberate from the Pakistan. So around 1,600 soldiers lost their lives, and the Bangladesh is now recognizing all of them, and their names is being encrypted on this memorial part is concerned. So another goodwill gesture vis-a-vis with the Bangladesh is concerned. So that is the latest part is concerned. So last time we discussed when the Bangladesh relation, but one contentious issue which is pending, especially water sharing issue. What is that still pending? Water sharing issue. India, Bangladesh. Though land related over, but what is that? Tista river issue. Okay, so Tista river issue is still pending. Of course, the West Bengal vehemently opposing it. So if you go ahead, it may be a problem. And recently, Tista issue also arises because of something happened in Sikkim. What's happened in Sikkim? All the things, okay? When you say this current affairs, the project, the geography, okay? All these projects related, dams related, you have the linkages there. So last 1 year of the issue is very important. And revision is only option for us to remember the things. Okay? As many times as possible, not one, two times also. You have to glance as many times as possible. Then only you can do wonders. Okay. So, yeah, South Ehonic Lake on this bridge. Okay. So this is also on the Tista River, right? So there's a few things you have to keep in. Then, of course, regarding Nepal, And India, of course, recently agreed to reduce the height of this proposed Saptakoshi High Dam amid the concern Nepal over the potential inundation of a large swath of land upstream. So, when the new project is now coming up, there's a protest in Nepal. Of course, two ways protest is also one part is that because a few Nepalis turn anti-Indian, so why should we go with this? But still, when we are going ahead with this, I'll keep in the height. Yes, it's going to. And number of projects in Nepal, the especially hydro project and Bhutan, they are constructed with India's help. So whenever they are in use, so make note of it. And others also, just go through once again and Google it. What are the other projects? So once you Google it, what are other projects India and India helped constructing in Nepal, or what are the hydro projects India helped in Bhutan? So automatically you will get it. So that's how your recollection should be on the way. Okay. And here, all this we discussed, and always self-learning. When you say this, you have to put the question and to get it answer, get it. Then that will be imprint with you more. If you only saying everything and revise everything, it may or may not enter. So self-learning is very important. So what we do is our contribution may be around 10 to 20%, 20% maximum. Remaining all 80% is of your efforts. Okay. So when one issue come up, Google it and try to find out other backgrounder and other aspects as well. So that will become a complete concrete for you. Then, of course, one more the China Bhutan boundary talks is thing, and recently this 25th boundary of boundary talk happened. So you can understand so many times is happening, and China is trying its best to establish a relationship with Bhutan. And the fact is also that hitherto China is not having any diplomatic relations with Bhutan. Now they wanted to go ahead in this case. Because one of the things is that it has more than 10, I think, 13 countries in and around China, it is having the boundary problems, including India. Right? So when India was making the 1962 war onwards, okay, the boundary problems is going on and still going on, and regular infights and one form or the another happening. And Bhutan also, whenever Chinese incursions are happening, and India is coming to the rescue of the Bhutan, because we are in a way the protectorate of the Bhutan. So direct talk with India may not yield result. Okay, so definitely they thought of, let us resolve the issue with Bhutan directly rather than involving India. So it tried to negotiate, and naturally, when the win-win situation is one aspect, another is you have to win through some other way, win by any other means, otherwise we call. So we checkbook diplomacy mainly, okay, imparting in this one. So recently, there is a joint technical team was appointed to look into the cooperation agreement on responsibilities and functions of this joint technical team. So that means a joint technical team was appointed to look into the boundary issues between the Bhutan and China, so that that will take care of this delimitation and demarcation of the boundary of the nation. So for that purpose, they made it, okay, a three-pronged strategy in the way now that is coming. So a fact is also that right now the 470 long border it is having, and if you look at the map, okay, when is, okay, there's a now almost all we are made into the Bharat in a way, okay, the India, and this is of our northeast India, isn't it? and the Bhutan. Here is our Sikkim, right? So virtually three sides is India only. Only one side is China. Before it's the Tibet, of course. Now it is as Tibet is occupied by China. That fact also we should not forget. Okay, in which year Tibet was occupied by China? Hmm? You are nearby. So 1959. Okay, China occupied Tibet. Okay, 1959. Then, of course, at that time only Dalai Lama came to India. Okay, somehow escaped and came to India. Then the friction of India and China started. Okay, so whatever be the agreements before the border agreements, in this case, is a Tibet versus British India or Tibet versus Bhutan, Tibet versus Sikkim, all those things. Now the China entered and it wanted to redefine innumerable things. And you can understand also by occupying the Tibet, it have how is an imperial mindset the China is having. So always, what you call, uh, hungry to have the territories of other countries. It is so when this is a small one, and India is taking care of its most of the defense and foreign affairs also in a way for a long time, and we can render, of course, only when Bhutan asks so. And because of this tri-junction, right, and our northeast right corner, we have to go like this only because here is the Bangladesh. So Bharat, Bangladesh, Bhutan all start with the B's now. Okay, you have the issue. So if you take care of only Bhutan, yeah, China is disputing here. This is the Doklam area. They want it, right? Apart from this part in the north of Bhutan, this area and this area, Pasalamnon and Jakarlam, they too occupied by China. So these yellow lines, three parts are now under the Chinese control. So in these negotiations, China is negotiating. Okay, we will give you back these two. Give us this. Okay, this is actually whom Bhutan's only. It occupied, like it occupied Aksachin of ours and few parts of Arunachal Pradesh. Now negotiating is that already some part of this Doklam area is under his control and remaining they wanted. Give us entire thing. We will give you back this. And to have negotiating edge, there's a something wildlife sanctuary. This also claimed by China now. So overall, four areas of Bhutan claimed by China and ready to give up three for sake of this. So there the problem is coming in a way. So why insisting on this? Okay, because of the various issues on this. And to have a negotiating it, China already put some bunkers in this area. Even the roads also they constructed. The satellite maps, which you can see the roads as well, isn't it? So this is of course the tri-junction, and when you make it very clear how the satellite image are showing the present activities of China. So China is not keeping quiet there. So when it says the Doklam, is in India, right? So very crucial for us as that would become what we call the tri-junction, right? Bangladesh is here, India is here, Bhutan here, as this becomes the tri-junction and very nearby to the thing. So in the warlike scenario, definitely it is going to be a plus point for China strategically, and it's a very vulnerable from Indian point of view. Okay, so India simply says to Bhutan, whenever you have final agreement, anyhow, because being the sovereign country, they are at liberty to negotiate. But India's concern need to be addressed. Okay, so let us wait and see what it will be the final agreement is going to be happen. So this point, no, the Siliguri corridor or chicken neck, okay, small stretch of this island you have to give this. Then this point of tri-junction, we call this as Jimbochan. Similarly, another point, Bathangla, is also in the tri-junction part is concerned. Very all nearby it is the concern. Okay. Okay. So when this issue is going on, then of course regarding Israel, Hamas, especially to have a complete control over the Gaza, Israel is making an effort in spite of UN recent General Assembly resolution of asking for the ceasefire. Then they said no, right? So in a way, the warlike mode the Israel is moving. So when Israel is established its stand very clear, come what may, we have to get back all our prisoners, okay, whoever the captured by the Hamas recently. Plus, we have to teach the lesson to the Hamas, come what may. And Israelis are always, because now we can't stop the war as it's initiated. Like no, in the Second World War, when the Pearl Harbor was attacked, okay, then America entered, and that continues in a way. So, like this, they are quoting the different things, and come what may. Plus, this time, this warlike scenario was initiated by the Hamas. So, Israel got an upper hand. He said, "We are not aggressor; we are defending." Isn't it? And in future, come what may, they should not dare enough to attack the civilians. And complete grip they want to be on the Gaza Strip, okay, which is now the main bed of Hamas, isn't it? So, in the northern part of Gaza, already the bombardment is going on, and innumerable civilians are getting killed. So, as in statistics, more than 8,000 civilians killed in one point or another, and they are moving towards Egypt and Syria, other countries as well. Few are there. Okay, so and at the same time, the America and other countries are supporting Israel, and Yemen declared war against Israel on behalf of Hamas, okay, or in support of the Hamas in a way. So, who are there in Yemen? Who are this? Of course, we call this all terrorist groups, militant groups, whatever be this concern. What is that group that is in Yemen? Hamas, the militant group in Gaza, of course, Palestine. Another one is, yeah, so what they mentioned, Houthis. These are the Houthis, Iran backed Houthis. Similar way, Hezbollah also, rendered support. They are the Lebanese based, though of course backed by Saudi, all this thing. Finally. So right now, Hezbollah's already rendered support. Now Houthis also came on. So we have to wait and see how it is going to take the turn. Anyhow, whatever be, war is not advisable in any part. Hope that will end soon. And one of the protector for Israel is Iron Dome. Now again, Iron Dome in the news of, because India, why don't you have our own Iron Dome? So India building its own Iron Dome like an Israel. Do we have now or not? Do you have any air defense system or not? S-400 already we have. So recently we got this S-400 from Russia. So already we have. Then what is the need for? If already we have, what is the need for? Is there any rational reason? No. Okay. So always when you say this made in India, if not today, tomorrow we need to have our own. We don't want to be dependent forever on any country. And the indigenous component we are giving, and fortunately, Russia is supporting us technically all the way to establish our own, isn't it? So, keeping that in mind, we are going ahead with this part, and is a part of the project Kusha. Okay. Okay. So, it's an initiative of DRDO. So, wanted to have indigenous long range surface to air missile system, which will cater to the distance of 350 kilometers. No doubt, S-400 Trump systems are available right now, as they are recently inducted into this. So it wanted to offer more comprehensive system. So future ours own. That's a major part of it. And of course, it's a 350 kilometers range. Then come back to the few aspects in national. Again, electoral bond issue came up. Supreme Court reserves its verdict, seeks details donation from Election Commission. So here, for 3 days continuously, arguments happened regarding electoral bonds. After the argument, now it reserves judgment. Before that, it asked the Election Commission. That's what it is. So what is the electoral bond? Now that elections are in the corner, is a funding platform for political parties. So individually, organizational way, companies way, any manner, they can donate to political parties. To establish a transparency, the government initiated that should all donations should be through the single point. That is only SBI, State Bank of India. No cash here. You have to take the DD. No cash transactions. It avoided the complete cash transactions to the political parties. Only DD you have to take. I mean, that is nothing but okay. Demand draft, and we consider individual. There is nothing but an electoral. On the DD, no, you will write to whom it is meant for. Okay, you will never meant from whom it is. You will not. Your name is not there in the demand draft. The same way, here also, your name won't be there. So that one of the intention is that they wanted to uh, protect the name of the donor. Okay, so not to disclose the name of the donor, the part, so that you are at liberty without fear or favor, without any political affiliations feeling it. If you wanted to donate, you can do so. That's an intention. And as there is no cash issue, completely transactions is very clear also. And the moment the electoral bond came to concerned political parties, that has to make use of it within 15 days. So entire amount that they got in the form of donations is clearly known to each and everyone. So the transparency, one of the good governance system, and they want to adhere to this transparency vis-a-vis with funding the political parties, either by individuals or by organizations, even specifically denominations also mentioned. So look at very good, but practical problems are happening. That led to one of the complex needs, that shell companies, quid pro quo. Okay, so why ruling party is getting more? Why not opposition parties? And the donations, it looks like coming from whoever get beneficial out of the contracts or something like this. So quid pro quo is saying. So to address this sort of issues, the Supreme Court feel that, of course, in the process of it, why don't you design a new system? Of course, it should be transparent. We don't want to undo that, and ask the central government, why don't you plan something more? Okay, better. This is good, no doubt. But still, some problems are there. So to address those issues, why don't you come up with the new things? So that's how the debate discussion is going on this one. Anyhow, from our exam point of view, you have to just keep those in mind. And last sessions we discussed in detail also on this. So any doubt on this electoral bonds? Okay. Anyhow, we have to wait for the judgment of the court. Based on this, it will be done. Then one more controversial again come up this week is the Maratha quota issue. There the protest intensified in Maharashtra again. Pardon? Funded by foreigners. Yeah, they can be do so. But again, the rules of for okay, FEMA, right? Foreign exchange, all the things will come into the. Most of the funds, if it all these NRIs, will be there, so that can be done. So here, when the state government has formed a panel of three former High Court judges to advise on the legal battle of the issue in the Supreme Court. So here now present activist Manoj Harange Patel launched this fast on to death. They demanded these Maratha reservations. So a fact is that this reservation issue is going on from last 32 years. And recently it become very much in the news. Why? State government granted, but Supreme Court stopped it. Why? Why Supreme Court stopped? Hmm? Yeah, at the time it will cross the 50% reservation. Keeping that in mind, It was lopped in a way. So, when as per the statistics of Maharashtra, nearly 33% of this Marathas, they belong to this. They're called Kunbi. Okay, there's a word called Kunbi. They won't be in that. Okay, so they want to be in the OBC list. Okay, so around 33%, and a committee was appointed long back. I just find it to recollect this. What is the committee? Gaikwad, yeah, Justice NG Gaikwad Committee. Okay, the spelling has to be adhered to, because once there is gay IK. This Justice, retired Justice NG Gaikwad Committee to study the social, financial, education status of this Maratha community in 2017. Okay, it's not an issue is concerned, and come up with plan that 16% reservation should be given. Okay, so it recommended 16% at the state level, but High Court reduced it to 12%, and Supreme Court completely cancelled those things because there is no proper statistics collected by the Gaikwad committee, and there is no any rational reason for giving reservation and going ahead with 50% reservation cap. So keeping all this in mind, it kept aside. Now that Supreme Court recently, regarding economically weaker sections issue, 10% reservation by central government, it upheld that reservation. EWS reservations was upheld, right? Economically weaker sections reservations of 10% was upheld. What is that amendment? 103. 103rd constitutional amendment was validated. So now that they got the hope, it crossed the limits. 50% is no more. Even court also said it's a flexible. So why can't it be? Okay. So either existing OBC list it should be, or a quota has to be added extra. So keep that in mind. Keeping in with the local pressures, politics. Again, recently, the Maharashtra government appointed another panel to address this issue. Okay, and 2023 only. Quote, what is that panel name? I'll just find out. From committee under Justice Sandeep K. Shinde. Sandeep K. Shinde. So this a 5-member panel is appointed to look into the backwardness of the community and finally come up with the report. Now they started even procedure for issuing Kunbi certificate, OBC certificate, and what are the other steps to address the issue is now in the corner. So anyhow, these are the legal points which you have to keep in mind. Day-to-day issues, we may not be worried about it. So two committees, one is NG Gaikwad committee, long back. This is 2023 committee, Sandeep K. Shinde, the present one is that, And Gaikwad committee recommended 16%, High Court reduced 12%, but still Supreme Court completely nullified. So to address that again, it's going on. So that point we have to keep in mind. And all these reservations comes under which article of Indian Constitution? Yeah, 15 class 4, 16 class 4. Regarding educational, it is 15.4. Regarding jobs, employment, 16.4. SC, ST, OBC. EWS, also same. Because 15, 16, 4 talking about the reservation on the basis of the caste, not economic criteria. Though latter OBC related creamy layer concept was added in the Indra Sahani case, okay, Mandal Commission case. So better off sections were deprived of the benefits among the OBC. Latter now EWS only economic criteria, nothing to do with the caste criteria. Other than SC, ST, OBC, whoever with others, economically, whoever the income 8 lakhs per annum, if less than that, they are eligible. No cost there, isn't it? And that's a separate article or come under the same article? Okay, it's separate. Okay, 15.6, 16 clause 6. Okay, 5 is relating to in between 5 is reservation promotions related to that part is concerned. So those just closely look at both things, and reservation is justified on social justice, economic justice, political justice, overall, right? Justice concept. Recently, women reservation is also happening. And which article is providing women reservation? Or so, okay, you can go ahead, 3 only. That is existing from the beginning. At least 15.4 and others added later. Very first amendment added. But whereas for women, special benefits you have to take, that is there from the beginning, 15.3. Okay? So those aspects you have to also keep in mind. Then, another controversial thing vis-a-vis the governor's role is that now the Kerala filed the case in Supreme Court that is delaying the bills. Same thing last week, the Tamil Nadu approached the Supreme Court, and before Telangana also. So now that the states become helpless rather than approaching the court vis-a-vis the governor regarding what signing the bill. So the rule position is very clear. Once the bill come to the governor, either he can sign or reject. But one time only he can reject. Second time once comes, he has to sign. And of course, still if he don't want to sign, he can reserve the bill for the consent of the president. That's a simple process. But what governor is doing is, he is taking the advantage of the flaw in the rule position. The flaw is what? There is no specific time frame within how many days he has to sign. So as early as possible, there's a wording mentioned. So when it's as early as possible, coolly there. So they're not violating the constitution here in a way. Making undue advantage, this term we call undue advantage of the clause, and creating irritations to the parties, different parties in power vis-a-vis the thing is concerned. So now this again the Kerala. So this more of the prelims as well as the mains point of view. A number of times whenever the issues comes, okay, we are discussing. So go back those things and go to the articles, because ours is a parliamentary system, and nominal head is bound by the aid and advice of the real executive. That is a Council of Ministers headed by CM at the state level, Council of Ministers headed by PM at the national level. They are bound by it. But still, the returns are happening. So that need to be addressed in a way. So that is what governors inaction, not action, inaction in assenting the bills. Then one more recently the Supreme Court related came it up is that because the marriage to marriage or not to marry is your fundamental right, right? Under Article 21, right? That is, huh? is a choice, and to whom to marry, and all the LGBT, everything issue is coming it up. But there at the same time, a concern is also happening regarding the divorce. So as the divorce rate is increasing, the court now come up with a suggestion. Better to have an agreement. Hitherto only oral, I think so, you think so, right? So instead of oral, why don't you have the written agreement so that it will be addressed easily? So make a prenuptial agreement. So before itself, before the marriage, you need to have an agreement. They, so that you not have any problem with no fault divorce. Here, this is a crucial point. So when there is a difference of opinion, hitherto whatever be the laws regulating divorce is talking about what a traditional aspects. For example, some sort of harassment, mental or physical harassment, dowry harassments, right? All these issues are there. So here, forget about those things. What about the opinions, right? If the opinion differs, or my style is my style, your style is your style. If there's no agreement, that's what we call the meeting of minds. So why can't we separate? What's the need to say the reason? So this is what the western part is happening there. There is but natural. So recently one survey also stated nearly 80% of the marriages in western countries happen by divorce. Okay, that to the thing is. So divorce become a common there. For the man or woman, 4 or 5 marriages in their lifetime is it look like a natural and bad thing is concerned. But when it comes to the India, hardly 2% divorce vis-a-vis the world concern. Then we can understand the how the social fabric, okay, structure of India is. In that point of view, it's good. Now that the women more becoming assertive and economically they are no more voiceless because no, now they have the voice. Economic empowerment is there. Now with the reservation, political empowerment also came. With that, automatically social will come. Okay, and ours a patriarchal society, a man dominated. Then naturally, when you are independent, you will question why should I. So it's a matter of difference of opinions, not able to sail together. No fault of anybody. Okay? My way is my way, your way is your way. Agree to disagree is a democratic way. Then why can't you induce this area? Because finally we have to change according to the changing circumstances. So alter the way. So that's what finally the court has come up with the suggestion. So we have to wait and see what finally the law will be made. Then one more thing, of course, NCRT panel recommends replacing India with Bharat in all school textbooks. Okay, and from G20 onwards, right? When official invitation on behalf of President of Bharat arises, then that will become more. And G20, all the summit, you will find even Prime Minister of Bharat, even the convention hall where the meeting happened, is the Bharat Mandapam, everything, right? So you wanted to project more of the Bharat rather than the term India. Anyhow, Article 1 clearly stipulated India, that is Bharat. You can use alternatively. Your is your choice. Now NCRT come up, what is the need for India there? Let us make it everything. And recently all the criminal laws also, they are wanted to make it Indian one. So Indian means of course either Hindi or Sanskrit. Okay, that will become more norm. Even women reservation bill, Bharat Nari Shakti, right? Everywhere else, you are planning to inculcate in this one. So in the course of time, maybe it will go. Yeah, those are all renamed. Okay. Anyhow, there is a two approved by the parliament. They are only introduced in a way. And then the controversy is that another Taj Mahal is controversial. Recently, case was filed. Hitherto, we believed that Taj Mahal was built by. uh, is it? Is a member? Okay. So, and the public integration. So here is a palace of whom? Raja Mansingh. Okay. And Shah Jahan only renovated. That's what this claim is. Okay. Is only renovated by Shah Jahan. Nothing else he has did. So they wanted to rewrite the history. Okay. All the thing is concerned. So we have to wait and see what is going to be happen now. Okay. Then similarly, LGBT judgment recently came, and there's a review petition was made now for everything he only. Okay. So when the review petition, once you are not satisfied with judgment, yes, you can it is, but the reason is that. So review petition is that we are sorry, concerned with you, but all the best in future. So it is something like this. So present issue was not addressed. Present problems they are facing was not addressed. They're only saying all the best in future. Okay, only say concern. So they feel that you are leaving us in between. Trishankushagga we are in now. Okay, now we are is neither illegal nor legal, isn't it? The relationship is neither illegal nor illegal. It's nothing but you are in the Trishankushagga. Okay, then you have to make it either. Why the things? So we have to wait and see whether how the Supreme Court will respond to this again. Then, of course, another thing, UNESCO's creative cities. Okay, most often we'll heard of what heritage cities. Okay, now this create the part is concerned Kozhikode in Kerala, as well as this for literature, city of literature, and Gwalior as the city of music is the latest addition. So in the creative field, these are the things happen. Okay, crafts and folks. The Jaipur Srinagar was recognized in 15 and 21. Design we don't have so far. Okay, so you haven't tried in design then. Okay, so that part is concerned. Then the film part, the Mumbai, and gastronomy Hyderabad, literature Kajikode now 23, and media arts is also still pending, and music part before we got Chennai and Varanasi. Now it's the Gwalior. So this projects, right? When it's UNESCO, what is the full form of UNESCO? E stands for education, scientific, cultural organization. Right. So totally, yeah, how many cities in total this year? Total World Cities Day, you have 55 cities joined in this. Then, one more thing also you have to keep in mind, mainly from the mains point of view. AI become an issue now, artificial intelligence. So to address this, 28 countries signed world's first. So it is the first agreement to contain the risk of artificial intelligence and its associated. So India is also one of the country in this. And recently, America came up with special laws on this also. And so this agreement officially called as Bletchley Declaration. So this word you have to keep in mind from the prelims point of view. Bletchley Declaration. So America is taking a lead to address this risks associated with artificial intelligence and come up with a law. Okay. Then again, based on this, other countries may do so. So whoever doing research and everything has to, before they made it uh, execute their projects, the prior permissions are essential. Of course, now the patent issues, everything is coming up, right? Hitherto, when some creative art done by the humans, if done by machine, who will get the patent? So the new problems are coming up. So the new laws you required with that point of view. So this is the best one. So this main point is that Bletchley Declaration. Okay. Now, right now, number of countries are 28, including India. Then, of course, one more issue is that 8 former Indian Navy personnels received death penalty from Qatari court. So Qatar imposed a death penalty to this former Indian Navy personnels. And once they are working, we don't have any reason what they did. Okay, so anything that were done against the national unity, security, sovereignty, it will be addressed. Then similarly, the intelligence issue is there. So previously, Pakistan arrested one of our Navy personals who Kul hmm, forgotten, not Abhinan, Kulbhushan Jadhav, and at least here the Pakistan Qatar issue is that Pakistan arrested the person. It has not given us any access, diplomatic access to meet that person, and death sentence was awarded by the military court, martial courts. Later, we approached ICJ. So, because of the interference of International Court of Justice, we are able to get diplomatic access. Again, civil court is dealing it. But Qatar is not the case. Qatar, the moment arrested, informed to the Indians, and it granted diplomatic access. Then we met the thing is concerned, and India rendered its legal and trying its best. Or diplomatic channels they are opening and do the thing is concerned. But still, Qatar is not listening the Indian version. Okay, and openly we don't know the reason. Okay, only channel is concerned, but it's called espionage, some sort of they're considered they are the secret agents of wrong, so they wanted to get something information issue. So based on this it will be that. Then of course lastly, one of the thing may be good enough because we have the good Samaritans, India's most generous person is this. So HCL founder Shivnathar, donated 5.6 crores. So each day, okay, not of the year or month, right? So whatever the income is considered. So one of the first, right, philanthropist and donating his income all the way. And along with him, we have others also, right? So he's in the top of the list, right? HCL Technologies. So he's a foremost Indian philanthropist. Annual donation coming up to 2042 crores by it is concerned. Okay. And 2022, it compared is 76% more just for last year. And focusing on the two fields, the arts and culture. And innumerable initiatives he has taken, like Vidyagnan, and then again Shivanadar University, Shivanadar School, Shiksha initiatives. Okay, that's both education, skill development. Can Kirana, the Museum of Arts is also there in this part of the philanthropist. Okay, and of course after Nadar, you have the Vipro Ajim Premji family also donated a lot, and statistics says around 1,774 crores was donated by Ajim Premji. 1,774. So this is by the Ajim Premji of Wipro. Then followed by Ambani, who donated 376 crores. So when comparison is entirely different, earnings may be different, whatever it be, but still, any 2% cap is there. So keeping that in mind or anything, Ambani also donated. So this is maybe very useful vis-a-vis with what we call your ethics paper is concerned. When you say that ethics is nothing but whatever you do for the sustenance of humanity, and whatever you are earning, you have to give it back, okay, return back, okay, and give back to the society. All the things will be there, and where the Gandhian concept of trusteeship, you are a trustee, whatever be the concern, whatever you earn, you can personally have it and remaining spent for the society so that everybody will come up at the earliest. Right. So, with that issue, so today we'll stop it. So, any doubts, clarifications on this? Nothing? Right. So, thank you very much. See you next week. Bye.